Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you another video. All right, in the middle of my workout, just watching podcasts, minding my business, nothing to do with basketball, and I decided to take a second, look at my phone, and the phone said LeBron James and Rich Paul have informed the Lakers that he is going to play elsewhere this upcoming season. Salute. We have 2020, brother. We got 2020. We have this past year, which was one of my favorite Bron years. Bittersweet, it's good for him that he gets to continue his career on the path that he wants to be on, not have to deal with a front office and a fan base that may be a little lukewarm on him for whatever reasons. His son got his contract guaranteed this morning, so Ronnie will be with the Lakers unless they decide to trade him. But yeah, man, this has been a good run. It wasn't a great run. It wasn't all his fault. Certainly, things were done here with the organization that wasn't for the best. We made some decisions that we shouldn't have, and maybe we did them for him, maybe we did them for ourselves, but it kind of set us back making some of the poor ones. But we did get 2020. We got that. Sorry we weren't able to get that the full championship experience because obviously COVID was taking place, took us from outside of our comfort zones and made it so that we couldn't have that parade that we all deserve, man. But we got the ring. We got it done, man. People say whatever they want about LeBron's tenure here. We got to the mountaintop, and getting the championship is not easy, and it's very, very worthy. I expect that the Lakers will retire 23 without any concerns. I don't know about statues. I'm not sure about that, but 23 should go up, and then we should definitely be pleased with the King for giving us 8 years of his career, man. 8 good years, man. I think it was 7 or 8, somewhere in that range. So I wish LeBron well. Obviously, he's family here either way. Anybody who wins a championship here, your family. Somewhat polarizing family, but, nevertheless, we appreciate him. And I don't harbor any ill will toward LeBron. I'm appreciative of the fact that he came to my team and allowed for me to root for him because, I wasn't rooting for any of the teams he was on beforehand. Now it's like, okay, we're watching somebody that's been with us, family, go wherever he goes. Even if he goes to a rival, that's still family. You're like, all right, well, I may not necessarily want to see his team win, but you always going to keep an eye open to make sure he's good. So that's what it's going to be for me. It's a different vibe than last time he was somewhere else. Now it's like, excuse me, you're watching somebody that you appreciate a great deal carry forward his career wherever he goes. So if he goes to Golden State, obviously we're not sitting here hoping Golden State wins, but we definitely look at the King with a certain admiration that would have never been in the case if he would have played elsewhere. I appreciate that he chose us over Philadelphia, New York, and his other options. I appreciate him re-ing up as many times as he did. He basically saved our franchise. And in times where he had every reason to leave, he stuck around and kept re-ing up, kept coming back. I really appreciate what he did for our franchise. No telling what our path would have been if he didn't choose us. So salute to the King, man. I appreciate everything, that the good and the bad, you know what I mean? Great times, tough times, and we're going to miss what he does on the court. As you guys know, I'm not a fan of losing him this upcoming season, but at the same time, I ain't feel the appreciation coming his way that I felt he deserved, for better or worse, however that went. I wasn't feeling it, and I feel like he felt that too. You know what I mean? I felt like he felt that too, and if it were me, I probably would want to go somewhere where I think I would have fun, where I think I have a chance to win a championship. This team doesn't look like it has a chance to win a championship right now, and we shouldn't expedite our timeline in unhealthy ways to fit just a short window of his timeline. He should find somewhere to play that can win right now, or that can at least give him an opportunity to win right now. So that's what I think. I think we're trying to build something that can win, but I don't think we have such a small, tight window that ultimately he would have. And it's Luka's time, At the end of the day, this feels like LeBron saying, okay, Luka, it's your turn. You know what I mean? I'm passing the torch to you. I could come back, but this place is too big for the both of us at this point. You know what I mean? So this gives Luka a chance to spread his wings. We played some great ball without LeBron at times with Luka down there, and that's what we're going to task Luka and Austin with doing, man. I know there are going to be some sad faces in that locker room because we got some new guys that are going to be coming in and some family members basically exiting. LeBron's probably not the only one we're going to lose in free agency. In fact, I expect our team to be very different this upcoming season. Yeah, man, that's the end of the road for the King. I know it's a lot of fans who feel differently. There are gonna be some people who are extremely happy that LeBron's gone, but I don't know that some of their hate for LeBron isn't manufactured by a certain propaganda that's been placed upon them over the last 20 years via media and stuff like that. But I mean, like I said, people have made decisions. People have been under pressure to try to build around LeBron James, bring him what he wants, and accommodate his needs. And I think people are very happy in like an organization that is no longer something they have to focus on or be pressured by. So it's goodbye for the King for now, man. I don't know if he doesn't play somewhere else and decide to come back. It wouldn't shock me if he does. Not at all. It wouldn't shock me if he decides to retire a Laker, because this is where he played longest. But for now, this is goodbye. I think he's going to. It's going to be tough watching him play against us. I obviously expect he's going to be on a good team, so this is going to be real hard trying to slow him down. And just seeing him run around for somebody else is not going to be something we're used to at all. But I'd like to think that the Laker fans will give him the ovation and treat him the way he deserves to be treated when he returns, not boo him. Or, I'd like to think that they're going to show some love, man. I don't know how much love they're going to show him, but I'm certain they'll give him the videotape and the whole moment, and then we'll proceed to deal with his wrath on the basketball floor. But at the end of the day, man, I'm very pleased with just the accumulation of all of it. I think it's time for the Lakers to move forward with Luka. I think it's time for LeBron to move forward without the Lakers, and I think it's time for him to go have some fun. If it means teaming up with Anthony Davis and Steph Curry and them, so be it. If it means going back to Cleveland, I wouldn't say that would be my choice, but so be it. If it means going to play with Giannis, so be it, man. If it means going somewhere else that nobody's thinking about, so be it. My guess would probably be they're going to try to do this thing in Golden State. Go up there and play with Steph and try to run the old man game. It's a lot of money to be made for all those parties involved, for all of their brands. It's time to really go up there and see if that's the role. So I think that's what they're going to do. But for now, it's goodbye for the King, man. Appreciate the King on this channel. It's been some ups and downs. I don't have any regrets. There were times where I felt like we should have traded him, tried to get something for him, but he had a no-trade clause, so that wasn't necessarily possible. I don't know what his situation is going to be in his next place, if they're going to give him a no-trade clause. I don't know if he would be willing to do a sign and trade for us to assure that we get something back for him. I don't know if that's in his best interest or ours or the other teams or what have you. But I really do appreciate him letting us know this. I really appreciate him not just springing that on us. Gives us time to kind of work his money into the equation as it pertains to going after other free agents. So I don't know if the Lakers were planning on moving on without him regardless. I don't know. But this news coming out prior to the free agency beginning is definitely a favor that I appreciate. So now we move forward, man. Rim pressure for the Lakers is something that we'll talk about. Of course, I'll leave another video for all of that. But for now, man, definitely appreciate the King, for all what he did for just saving our franchise, turning our situation around. I'm sorry to see him go, but I'm happy to see him go where he wants to go. Happy to see him go somewhere where he's fully appreciated. Happy to see his fans who ready to leave this Laker thing go and hopefully win a championship. And you know what I mean? It's going to be sad. It's a huge fan base that's going to be against us now. But I hope that they understand that, us Laker fans, we appreciated the King, man. A lot of us did. Most of the real ones did. We don't think we're better without him. I do not think that. And, we wish him all the best, man. All the best in his career and in after basketball endeavors as well, man. So, bittersweet. Definitely looking forward to seeing what my franchise does from here. It's a new day. I don't doubt that we have the opportunity to build something really special, but I don't doubt that it's not going to be in the short term. It's going to take some time, and hopefully our vision is a successful one. We are a storied franchise. It's won a lot, and LeBron James helped us get our last one at 17. We really appreciate that. We wish we could have did more. But we are very pleased with 2020. That's for damn sure. We'll always have that. So, man, that's it, man. I expected him to return at one point, but as the last couple of days started to come around, it started to be clear to me that, the writing's on the wall. It's time for him to preserve his basketball career in a situation that's a bit better for him, a bit more welcoming to him. And I just don't know that this was the spot anymore. As soon as they traded Anthony Davis, you knew, okay, this is a world we're in where LeBron may not retire with the Lakers. I knew that as soon as they did it, in the way that they did it. Yeah, this may be the end of the road. So we're gonna see, man. I think some people gonna miss him when he's gone around here, man. It's a lot of people who are saying, "Yay, LeBron's gone." Who are gonna be watching basketball next year, and they're gonna be like, "Sam, something's missing." We're gonna understand what it was. We're gonna understand just how much he did for us at that point. I already get that. But I think there's going to be a lot of people who understand that. The durability of the King, for the most part, he was very healthy. One of the best conditioned athletes on the floor every night. That is gone. Easy buckets, smart basketball play, transition buckets, pressure on the rim, defensive intangibles. The role that he played last year really turned him into like a Banshee type role for us. A lot of that's gone. Athleticism, basketball IQ, obviously, playmaking ability, rebounding prowess. It's gone. So a lot of y'all who are saying, "Oh, we're so happy King's gone," y'all don't understand what he brought to the table. But when you look at that product next year and those elements are missing, you're going to understand what he brought to the table. So that's really where I want to leave you guys, man. Salute the King, King James, and all of his fans. It's going to suck to see a big portion of our fan base slide somewhere else and be against us from here on out. That's going to be hard to watch. But at the same time, I know there are a lot of people who are going to be tuning in because they hated LeBron James and now they want him. They want to see a Laker team that doesn't have LeBron on it, which is a strange dynamic because there are people who didn't like Kobe either in that same regard. This is the first time where we don't have either one of them but still expect to win. We haven't had anything like that since basically the 80s. You know what I mean? But it's a new day. It's Luka's time, and we move forward with the King, with Luka the Don. We move forward with Austin Reeves, and hopefully we move forward with one of these centers that the Lakers are trying to get. We got the money to pay them. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it is. Look forward to who we signing. And as I said many times, I've learned after being a fan to this team for so many years that it's a revolving door. I've seen superstars come and go. I've seen role players come and go. I've seen coaches come and go. Except even now, ownership come and go. And so at this point, it's not something that you think is forever. You appreciate who's in your uniform, you appreciate the championships you win, but you never expect that it's going to stick around forever. And that's really what it is. I learned that hard lesson when Shaq was traded. That was when I really got it. Like, nobody sticks around forever. Nothing lasts forever. So cherish it all. So that's what I got to say, man. The King is moving on probably to Golden State. I'm thinking he's staying in the Western Conference. And we got to battle him. We got to battle him and whoever we see. I'm sure it's going to be some nationally televised events. I'm sure it's going to be some big games. And they're going to be some hard-to-win games going up against that dude. I can tell you right now, it's going to be hard to win. JJ Redick got to move forward without the King. I don't know how he feels about that. LeBron James is on his own now. I don't know how he feels about that. Austin Reeves, you know how close he and the King are. I don't know how they feel about that. But the Lakers are moving forward in the Luka Doncic era, and it's time for us to move forward with the Don, see what he can do. So that's what I got to say, man. Salute the King. God bless the James family and James gang. And, we move forward, man. BDO 44. I thank y'all for watching.